Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's is kindly sponsored by WREN. I will come back to them a little later on. It's a really warm day. We're going to give Frankie a bath because she will dry really quickly today and she's a bit stinky. And I've let the chickens out. They have been kicked out of the garden because they have discovered how delicious strawberries are, so I only let them out when I'm in the garden supervising and I need to stake my tomatoes. So they're out and about at the moment, so I can keep an eye on them.
Come here, Frankie.
Can't run away all soapy, Frankie. To get the clean tail sausage. I think you're about to run out of water. Frankie, you're so fluffy. You're so fluffy now. It is very warm out there, so I am taking shelter in our nice cold kitchen. It's so much cooler in here than it was this time last year, thank you to our insulated roof. So I thought I would take this moment to show you WREN, who has kindly sponsored this video. So WREN is a website that is focused on helping us to calculate our carbon footprint and then offset what carbon we're producing by supporting carbon reducing projects. I've just done my quiz. I'm a little bit of a nerd. I love a quiz and it's quite interesting because it's asking you questions about your lifestyle, which then gets you thinking about the ways in which you can start reducing your carbon based on what kind of things they're asking you. Ours is higher than the average of Portugal and the UK, I think mostly because we have pets. I blame Frankie, I guess because of their meat consumption. And what's great about WREN is if you can't make lifestyle changes, like I can't stop feeding Frankie sausages, they have a monthly subscription that you can sign up for and fund certain projects that will balance it out. The problem is with adding carbon, more and more carbon to the atmosphere, that is causing the increase in temperature of the planet, and we live in central Portugal and we do not want it to get any hotter, so this is really important for us. I used to be really passionate about being eco-friendly, and not that I'm not passionate anymore, but I found that it was all quite negative. You kind of get sucked into the crisis. It is a crisis at the end of the day. But what I've found has helped me is, first of all, the more I've fallen in love with gardening and nature, the more I've had a really positive relationship with what I'm focusing on trying to save. And I think by being more positive about the actions we can make rather than focusing on the problems, it creates a more empowering relationship with what's going on in the world. That's why I think things like WREN are really great, because it feels like a really positive way to be approaching the climate crisis. So once your carbon footprint has been calculated, they let you know what it would cost each month to offset that carbon. So I think ours was 7.1 tonnes. Yeah, 7.1 tonnes of carbon produced by Frankie, and that would cost us, I think it was like €9.90 per month. And then you get to choose which project you want to support. I have chosen tree planting in Kenya because I love trees. I think there's 4 or 5 different projects, so you can look through them and decide which one you want to support. What's great is they also send you monthly updates of what's going on with the project you've chosen to support, so you can see directly that what you're doing is having an impact. I'll leave all the information in the description below for you if you want to start offsetting your carbon footprint with WREN. And the first 100 people that sign up with our link, they will be planting 10 extra trees per person in your name. So go check it out, go do the quiz because it's fun and interesting, and yeah, decide if that's something you would like to incorporate into your life. Thank you WREN for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna get back out in the garden with my hat on against the sun. Yeah, let's try and reduce the temperature out there. What do you think, sausage? Will you eat less sausages to save the planet? I didn't think so. So I've decided to reduce the number of beds down in this part of the vegetable garden and move them up to closer to the house. As you can see, this has gotten completely overgrown, and I feel like being closer to the house I'm going to keep a better eye on it. So I'm just moving some stones to build some new beds up there. We have this wonderfully overcast day. I was complaining to Yuan yesterday that it's too hot to work in the garden during the day, so I think the sky heard me. So yeah, it's the perfect day for moving all these stones. And finding one of those horrible centipedes that can give you a nasty bite reminded me that gloves are quite important. I hate wearing gloves to garden, but there are some nasty beasts in the soil and under rocks here, so hopefully I don't find any scorpions or snakes. Although snakes here aren't really poisonous. So there are just a few potatoes left in here, so I'll keep watering them, and then once they're done you can trim here. There is some calendula in there I might try and lift as well, but it looks really beautiful at the moment. This is the other bed I'm going to move up to by the house. I've got some artichokes in here I'm going to lift, and there's some rat's tail radish at the end and a few beans in there, and then this all just needs a little bit of weeding. There's a tractor in the field next door, so hopefully you can still hear me. But one of the other reasons we're planning to get rid of these two beds is that we're going to plant a lot more vines here, and if they do well then eventually we'll probably cover this in vines, which is exciting. Funny, we often go days without seeing anyone driving past, and then I think today everyone's making the most of this cooler weather and getting to work on the field, so it feels nice and bustling today. But the sun is trying to come out. I hope it does, because I need to have a shower and it's so much nicer when the warm sun is on you. But yeah, more weeding first. So I've pulled up all these garlics. Some of them had got a bit beaten up either by the chickens or some strimming, or I don't know really, they just had lost the stalks and they're all a bit small, but I'll put them to dry. Those of you that have watched for a while remember this lemon tree that died. Something is happening. I mean, that doesn't look like lemon leaves to me, so it might have been grafted onto a different type of tree. Or maybe that's just what young lemon leaves look like. But something is growing, so we shall wait and see. That looks ridiculous, but it really helps. The garden is looking a lot happier. It's getting very, very warm, so I'm going to take a break and come back to it in the evening when the sun's not quite so overhead. But I think I'm going to go jump in the reservoir pool to cool down. It is holding water since you unfixed it. We've taken some out to wash the plants, so the level is a little bit lower, but it does seem to be holding pretty well. So I'm very happy that that is set up right now, because I'm going to go cool off. I've started using these bags that my mum bought us last year to warm up the hot water, so just fill it up and put it out in the morning. And it's now 6 PM and they are so warm, like the perfect shower temperature. I'm going to jump in the shower now. Good morning. We are not on our land today. We are at Cindy Vines. If you don't know her channel, go check it out. I'll leave it in the description. She got stuck in South Africa for about 6 weeks with a visa issue, and her garden has gone a bit wild. So we thought we'd come and give her a hand and get it back and tidy today. So that's what we're going to do. As you can see, it's a little bit overgrown. So Yuan is obviously the master of strimming, so he's going to give it a trim. We'll see what we can find. She's got loads of beautiful trees planted in here and the beginnings of a vegetable garden. That's the plan for on this another beautifully overcast day.
Oh, and if you want it, this biltong is very dry. This is a kudu.
No, I like Ken's videos, very good explaining that.
Hello, Albert Einstein. You're the cutest. that your babies? Did you make the babies? Cocoa Pop. What's this?
Hilarious.
I realised that I didn't finish off filming at Cindy's to show you what we got up to, but I'm sure she'll be showing on her channel if you want to go see how things are going at her place. I am going to be continuing to work on this bed that I was making, clear up this area and make it all lovely here. But I'm going to sign off the video here. We are actually going to go back to weekly videos once a week. Our Saturday at noon video slot is what we're going to go back to, so this will be the last midweek video. I just feel like we made better videos when we were doing less, and things are starting to slow down here a bit, especially as it gets hotter. So yeah, we thought we would go with that and see how it goes. Let us know what you think, and we're also thinking of changing the channel name from Frankie on the Road, because we are no longer on the road. We came up with that channel name when we were living in our van and didn't really pursue YouTube that much then. I'm a bit gutted to give it up because On the Road is one of my favourite books and that was kind of what inspired it. But we are thinking of changing the channel name to Frankie Off the Grid. Let us know what you think, and if you have any other ideas of what you think could work. We feel like Frankie should be the honorary name of our channel, but feel free to throw any ideas at us. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I'm going to close out with some scenes of the land. I'm reading a book at the moment called Losing Eden, I think, that Johan's mum lent to me, and it was saying how we have a disconnection with nature and being in nature is really good for us, and if you can't get into nature, then a video of being in nature does have beneficial effects on us. So if you can't get out in nature, this moment of calm, of beauty of our land is for you. So hope you enjoy, and we'll see you on Saturday. Take care.